A secretive group quietly spent $900 million buying up 50,000 acres of land in California. That's enough space to build a city twice the size of San Francisco. No one knew who they were. Not the locals, not the farmers selling their land, not even county officials. And now it turns out the people behind this massive land grab include billionaires from Silicon Valley. Their goal? To build a brand new city from scratch. A solar-powered, walkable, tech-integrated utopia for 400,000 people. But critics are raising red flags. Threats to farmland, military risks, water shortages, and political maneuvering. So, who's behind California Forever? What are they actually planning? And is this the future of American cities, or a billion-dollar miscalculation? It all started with land deals that didn't make much sense. Starting in 2017, farmers in Solano County began getting offers they couldn't refuse, up to 5 times the market value for their land. Some deals topped $15,000 per acre. But the buyer wasn't a well-known company or real estate developer. It was something called Flannery Associates, a mysterious LLC that refused to say what the land was for. As the deals piled up, nearly 300 of them, local officials began to worry. Was this a front for foreign investors? Was the military involved? The land surrounds Travis Air Force Base, a critical piece of U.S. military infrastructure. Even members of Congress were left guessing. Flannery kept quiet, and by 2023, they owned more than 50,000 acres, over 75 square miles, making them the largest landowner in the county. Then came the big reveal. In August 2023, a report from the New York Times exposed what Flannery Associates had been hiding. The buyers were some of the biggest names in Silicon Valley. Jan Sramek, a former Goldman Sachs trader, was leading the charge. Behind him, tech billionaires like Marc Andreessen, Laurene Powell Jobs, and the founders of companies like LinkedIn and Stripe. Their vision? A completely new city called California Forever, designed to house 400,000 people, create over 50,000 jobs, and inject $16 billion into the regional economy. The plan emphasized walkability, affordable housing, and clean energy. They promised parks, schools, safe streets, and enough solar panels to power the entire community. This wasn't just a real estate development. It was a bet on a better way to build cities. But why put this futuristic city in the middle of Solano County? Mostly farmland, far from any major urban center? 2 reasons. Cheap land and proximity to the Bay Area. The site sits between San Francisco and Sacramento, within driving distance of Silicon Valley, but well outside the reach of its skyrocketing real estate prices. There's just one problem: zoning. Most of the land is protected for agriculture. That means California Forever needs voters to approve a major change through a ballot initiative, turning farmland into city land. And that's no small task. So, what would this new city actually look like? The concept is based on the 15-minute city, a layout where everything you need is within a 15-minute walk or bike ride. Jobs, schools, parks, groceries. Think wide sidewalks, tree-lined boulevards, and mixed-use buildings. Homes on top, cafes and shops on the ground floor. On the tech side, the city would have district heating and cooling systems, meaning buildings share centralized systems for energy efficiency. Trash could be moved through underground pneumatic tubes, like a high-tech vacuum. Power would come from an enormous solar array nearby. And with no need for daily car commutes, emissions would be dramatically lower than in typical American suburbs. It's urban planning built from scratch, something rarely possible in the U.S. Not everyone's impressed. Solano County is one of California's top agricultural regions. Critics argue that turning tens of thousands of acres into housing could destroy vital farmland. There's also the question of water. California is already struggling with droughts. California Forever says the city will rely on a combination of recycled wastewater and water rights from the Sacramento River. But environmental groups worry that this isn't sustainable long-term. Wetlands near the site are home to sensitive species and migration paths. Construction could disrupt these fragile ecosystems permanently. To many, this isn't a utopia. It's a potential environmental disaster. Then there's the issue of infrastructure. One of the main roads leading into the area is known locally as Blood Alley, a narrow, dangerous highway with a history of fatal accidents. Bringing in hundreds of thousands of people would require massive upgrades, and nobody's quite sure who will pay for them. Even more sensitive is Travis Air Force Base. Some of the land purchased is near or under military flight paths. The base plays a critical role in transporting troops and supplies globally. Officials have raised serious concerns: noise complaints, security issues, and possible operational restrictions. California Forever has promised to cooperate and invest in safety improvements. But the trust gap remains wide. Accuse the company of intimidation tactics. Local politicians have also been skeptical. They worry the new city could drive up housing costs, displace lower-income residents, and divert resources from existing communities. Even the plan to bring the issue to voters hit a wall. The 2024 ballot measure was scrapped due to lack of support. Now the company is pivoting, trying to win people over slowly with community meetings and public perks. So, where do things stand now? Environmental impact studies are underway, and those alone will take until at least 2026. Any real construction is still years away. California Forever has shifted strategies. They're offering scholarships for local students, down payment assistance for future home buyers, and donations to civic groups, all aimed at building goodwill. Instead of rushing to the ballot box, they're trying to change minds, one meeting at a time. The backers of this project aren't short on money or patience. Firms like Andreessen Horowitz and Emerson Collective are used to moonshot ideas. They see this as a 50-year play, one that could reshape how Americans live, work, and move. But big dreams come with big risks. The politics, the permitting, the environmental unknowns. They all stack up. And then there's the question of trust. Can a city built in secret ever really belong to the people who live in it? So, is California Forever a bold vision for what American cities could be? Walkable, green, affordable, and designed from scratch? Or is it a risky, top-down experiment that could erase farmland, threaten ecosystems, and divide communities? Let's hear your thoughts. Would you live in a place like this? Is this the kind of ambition cities need? Or are there too many red flags? Drop your opinion in the comments. And if you found this video interesting, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the projects shaping our future.